all your lipstick off?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knot House podcast.
Ooh. Good morning.
What number is it?
Oh, I don't have any idea.
This has always been your job.
44, I think.
I don't know what number it is. It is January 15th. I think that's right. Saturday morning, January 15th. It is the first podcast of 2022.
Yes.
And I am Heather, and this is Mom, Cathy, and this is the Knot House podcast.
It's 45.
45. We're located in Frederick, Maryland, for those of you that are just watching for the first time. And you can find us on Ravelry as the Knot House, right?
Yes.
And you can find us on Instagram as Knot House Yarns.
Yes.
And you can find us, the shop, at www.knothousyarns. So, thanks for watching. So for all of you that have watched us and are longtime followers, thanks for sticking with us. I am back. I say I'm back. I haven't gone anywhere, but I was diagnosed with breast cancer in April of 2021 and have gone through almost all the things, and I'm feeling much better, and onward and upward. Everything's good. So anyway, so thank you for everybody that has, sent all their kind words, their well wishes, cards. People have knit things for me. Just a tremendous amount of support, and I can't thank you enough. And everybody that always came in the shop and asked Mom how I was doing, thank you. All right, so I said we were going to talk about the Valentine Kits first.
You did.
So, last year was the first year we did Valentine Kits, right?
Yes.
We did them in 50 gram skeins, or I dyed them in 50 gram skeins, and we did 2 different versions. This year when I was going to dye, I didn't want to have to come up with 8 colors, and I decided to just do one option for the kits. So, Valentine's Day tends to fall in line with Mom's colors and not my colors. So, now I will say this is 100% merino. There's no nylon in these. But I came up with these colors for the kits.
And they're about 220 yards.
Okay. So if you can see, so we've got this one. I'll hold it up just a little bit closer. This has got some hot pink speckles in it. This one, let me just undo this one so everybody can see. There's a lot of empty white space there. So it's going to be a mostly white with pops of color in it as you knit with it.
And it's not white.
It's not white, but I mean, it's light. It's very light. So, anyway, so that's, again, so these 2 are really pretty together. So are these 2.
And the 4 of them, I think, are just gorgeous together.
Yeah, they're really pretty. So I spent a lot of time looking at shawls, or not shawls, but looking at patterns on Ravelry, trying to think of something or come up with something clever that you can use with these. Because, everybody always says, well, what are we going to do with it? What about a pattern? So I want to say that, first of all, Casapinka has a couple of patterns for cowls that use 4 colors, that use 800 yards. So that would be perfect. I can't remember exactly. Oh, I think it was the handshake cowl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think, which is one of her newer ones, maybe.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So there was the handshake, and then I found Hohi's. This is an older one from, I don't remember what year it was, but it's older. But this is the peeping cowl, and this one uses, I believe it uses 4 colors, but this one is on a size 2.5 or 3 needle. So I asked Mom, I said, what about the shift. Could you do the shift in it? And because the shift calls for sport weight. The shift is by Andrea Mowry. And she said, yeah, you can do it. And this is on 5s. And I even used 5s. I didn't go down to a 4 because this is a fingering weight. I'd say it's light fingering, but would you say it's light fingering?
Yeah.
Yeah, lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's 438 yards. So that makes it
A little bit lighter. But it's working out fine for me on a 5. And I am a loose knitter. So let me show you this up close. So the colors, so the thing about the shift is it uses 3 different colors, and you swap them back and forth and back and forth. And I chose the pink. Well, actually, I went with a little bit, well, it's a lot lighter. This was, I used minis because I didn't want to go into my half skeins. I wanted to save those for you guys. So I used minis to give you guys a sample of what it looks like. And I was thinking that this one, and the purple, the darker purple, would be enough contrast that they wouldn't all get lost.
Because that's important in the shift.
Right. However, I still think that you can use this one. I do. Because there is, this color that I used here is not pink. It's actually more of a burgundy. And it's a little bit different. Yet there's just a tiny bit of purple. Anyway, you can choose what you want. You could play around with them, swatch them and see what you like. But
and some of the KALs that might only call for 2 colors, you could certainly substitute 4 colors in.
Right. There's a couple of Casapinkas where she calls for 10 colors, but she says if you only want to use 2 colors, you can use 2 colors.
Yeah.
And you just kind of have to make sure that you have enough yardage. So anyway, so this is an option. These are Valentine kits. I am going to try to get this podcast up. I told Mom I want to try to get it up tonight. And when the podcast is up, the kits will be live. They will be pre-orders, and we will ship them out when, Mom? On or before the 1st.
On or before the 1st.
On or before the 1st. So anyway, so again, they'll be pre-orders. They'll be on the website under kits.
Under kits?
Under kits on the website. And before I forget, I've spent too much time on this already. But we're going to have a goodie in there too, right? We don't have it to show today because we don't have them in yet.
Right.
But there'll be a little surprise in there as well. So anyway, so these are the 2022 Valentine kits. And yeah, I think they're fun. So anyway, so again, this is the shift. This is the sample that I...
By Andrea Mowry.
Yep, did. And you could pick your 3 colors, or you could maybe use all 4 colors and swap the colors out how you want to in it. So
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. Put that down. And then, Mom, do you want to talk about the knit along we're going to do?
Yes. So we are going to do the Samantha. You want to hold it up?
Yeah,
'Cause
Samantha
you're closer.
Gruen.
Yes.
This does work well, this angle, for being
It
able
does.
to, even though I'm in the front, and I told her I don't like being in the front. So this is a new pattern by Samantha Gruen. It's called Aftermore.
Is it after more? No, after some.
After some. Sorry, after some.
Now who's making up names?
Yeah, after some.
So we're going to do a Zoom on Saturday morning from 10 to 11 or 11:30, whatever, however long we need. I have asked Samantha to join us. She had said before that she would try. So
Maybe not every time, but
maybe right.
Yeah, maybe once. Maybe for the first one. Or
Yeah. Or pop in on us.
Yeah.
The one thing about a Zoom is you can pop in for a little bit and you don't have to stay the whole time.
When does it start?
Next Saturday, the 22nd.
So people still have time to order their kits.
They still have time to order the kits. We have kits up in Knot House Yarns and Lottie Dottie K. We also have kits up in Julie Osselin.
So one more, so just some of the logistics first. So you don't have to sign up for it.
Don't have to sign up for it.
You just pop in on the Zoom.
Just pop in on the Zoom.
There's no fee for it.
There's no fee. We're just, everybody kind of wanted to get together and get the same thing. And I thought that this shawl would be great for that.
Right. So one of the reasons that we picked this shawl, well, first of all, let me say that I did some new colors, and I didn't have a pattern, you know, really in mind when I picked out the colors at all. But the way this pattern is, and this is one of the kits here. Carissa knit this sample up for us because Carissa's the fastest knitter on the planet. You can pick your colors in different ways and different patterns, and there's so many different color options that we thought this would be a good one. And it takes one skein of each color.
Yes.
Right. So it's 4 colors.
4 colors.
Not 3. It's 4.
4. And the one thing in picking your colors is you have 3 colors.
Do we need to lower this down?
I don't know if it'll lower or not.
I can get it lower. Keep talking.
You pick 3 colors that you like. And then this 4th color kind of blends them all together.
So the 4th color needs to be a little bit of a neutral, maybe?
Well, it needs to go with your 3 colors for sure.
Right.
Because it touches on all 3.
Okay.
You have bigger portions of color, but down at the bottom here, which in this case is deco.
Right.
So we have Tricky Blue, Wisteria,
Yeah. Wisteria.
Blue Green,
Mm-hmm.
and deco.
I don't think that the name of it is Blue Green.
Okay, maybe it's not.
I don't think I've named anything Blue Green. Blue Moss.
Blue Moss.
I should have known that too, but I couldn't think of it either.
So
This Tricky Blue is gorgeous, though, I have to say. I mean, of course I love blues. But it's a blue that I over dye. So you can see it closer up here. And so let me see this. Let's take this off. Go ahead, keep talking, Mom.
that's really, you know, it's kind of the same. It repeats itself, of course.
So Mom was saying that Carissa color penciled her pattern, right? So that she could keep up with what was what and what to put where.
So I don't know
It's
if
just
you
really
can
pretty. See the texture. And it's kind of like I was telling Mom, it's more like a scarf than it is a shawl, really.
Kind of.
So it's kind of nice because it makes it easy to wear and wrap,
very
right?
wearable.
I mean, you guys don't know how funny it is to look at yourself in the camera with no hair. Or, okay, I shouldn't say no hair, I should say little hair. I asked Paul this morning when I left if I look like a pirate. He said, no, but you look like a gypsy. And I was thinking, that's your role.
My role?
Yeah.
I'm the gypsy.
You're the gypsy, not me. Anyway, you can see, right? So under a coat,
Oh, yeah.
this is, I mean,
Very nice. So one of the things that she did with this, and I don't know if you could, but she color coded the colors.
right.
So that as you're going through,
You don't have to stop and keep thinking about what's what.
right, so she color coded it, shawl body instructions, continue working with C2, and she's got it color coded in. So you just automatically know. So, and there's
Okay.
some other tricks in there that she's got that we'll
She
talk
said it was
about.
a very well written pattern, which
Very-
Samantha does.
Yes, very well written. And her tutorial on this stitch is excellent, she said.
Okay. So let's just show those kits real quick.
Okay.
So this is, like Mom said, we've got them in Knot House Yarns and Julie Osselin. So this is the one that kind of looks like
Very much looks like hers.
the sample, yeah, that she designed it in. Okay, so this is one kit, and I don't know, I'm not saying which number these are or anything like that. So that is one option. Let me just go over here.
And that is Carissa's kit.
This is the one that Carissa did. And these are all on the website under kits. Okay, so this one, Mom.
So that's your 4 colors. And there's all different variations of that.
Right, so we've got 3 different blues, which are subtle. And this was the new blues that I did. And then this one, which I love, is Timber. Sometimes I really like it, sometimes I don't like it as much. But when I look at it, like, and I don't study it,
Yeah.
I like it. So that's one.
And then there's that with the red, without the brown. And then there's one.
This one, the same,
Yes.
the same. So you can do the blue with the red.
And
But
then,
which would be your neutral color? The red? Which really isn't neutral, but
but it looks good with all 3 of them.
okay. So we did these little swatches. That's one way. That's another way. And then that's another one. With the red and the brown, and then 2 of the blues. The
Right.
darkest and the lightest, I think this is,
I
right?
believe it is.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's the Knot House options. And then here, I'll hand these. Well, these are really pretty. The ones in Julie Osselin. Not that mine aren't pretty too, but Julie Osselin's.
So that, and we had someone doing this one. Pick these colors out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I really liked them.
Yeah.
I think they're really pretty. So this kit's up on the website too.
Okay. That's another good one.
And this is another one. This was Diane's colors that I really like.
Okay. And that one's this kind of similar, but without the gold.
Without the gold. This is Lucy's colors.
Yeah. And then, there, I got them.
And then the green one. And somebody got the green one. Philadelphia Cathy. Really nice. I think they'll work up gorgeous.
Well, and that'll be fun too for the knit along, because everybody can show on Zoom
What they're
theirs
doing and
looks
how
like.
they're,
Yeah,
yes.
and you know, so
It
many
will.
times you see something and you think it has to be exactly like how you saw it. So it'll be fun to see all the different colors go
Yes,
together.
it will.
So again, that starts.
Saturday, the 22nd. You're gonna post.
I'll post it. I'll also put it in the show notes if I can remember how to do the show notes. I'll put it in the show notes.
But
I'll post it on Instagram, probably to our real post and to stories.
so we'll have the meeting number and the passcode, and it'll stay the same.
And
every
what time is it on Saturday, the 22nd?
10 o'clock.
Okay. And you're not sure how long you're going to go?
No, I mean,
I have to keep getting my Kleenex out.
Um,
Who knows?
the shop doesn't open till 12, so I've got from 10 to 12, and that's
Okay.
kind of why I did it that way.
And then it's going to go for how many weeks?
I think we said, I don't think we'll need that much time, but I think we said that it would go through February.
Well, February's going to be here before you know it.
I know, I think that's 5 weeks.
Okay.
So,
Well, why don't you talk about your sweater?
okay. All right, so this is the Baroque Nouveau, right?
Yep, here's your paper.
Okay. You might want to show it.
Okay. And who's the designer, Mom? Unwind is her Instagram name. Is she Unwind Knitwear on Ravelry too?
Yes, she is.
Okay. She's the one that designed the cowl you're wearing.
She's the one, which is the Ola's Tundra cowl. OLA''S.
Okay, we'll show you that in a minute too. Okay, so Baroque Nouveau, relatively new, right? It's just been in the past couple of weeks.
Yep,
Takes fingering weight yarn.
it does.
So you're knitting it in pearl.
I'm knitting it in pearl. And again, 2 of your new colors, which
Using Tiffany.
I am.
Tiffany and Tapestry Red.
Mm-hmm. Tiffany is the middle of your 3 colors.
Of the
Of
blues.
the 3
yeah,
blues.
yeah, of the blues, yeah. So you could use the brighter one if you wanted to.
You could.
You could use it. You probably, well, I'll talk, you can talk about the kits. I'm sorry, I'll be quiet.
And these kits are up on the website. We did them using timber. Now, there's a lot of other combinations, but since you had the new colors, that's what
Right. Right, and this is the diamond sock. We made kits in both diamond sock and pearl.
That's correct.
So diamond sock, for those of you that don't know, diamond sock has got a little bit of mohair in it. It's a 20% mohair, 55% superwash merino, and 25 nylon. It's also a fingering weight. So we put kits up for that too, because it would be pretty in the diamond sock.
It would.
And some people love this diamond sock with the mohair in it, so we thought we'd give you that option. Okay, so timber and deep. Deep is the darkest one, okay?
Okay. And then
Still diamond sock.
still diamond sock.
So this one is Tiffany with, but it's reversed. This would be the Tiffany would be your main color, and the red would be your color work section, the tapestry red. Okay.
And then this is pearl, deep in timber.
Yeah, really, really pretty. Deep in timber.
And
The one you're doing.
the one I'm doing,
Which is tapestry red and Tiffany.
I'm really pleased the way the colors worked out.
Yeah. And she says she really likes this red.
I really do like the red.
And red is a hard color.
It is. It's hard for it not to be too blue, and it's hard for it not to be too orange.
And it's hard for it not to look Christmassy.
Yeah, and I don't think that does.
Yeah, it's a pretty red.
Now, we have one kit left.
Oh, of the Olan. I forgot we did
Olan.
it in Olan too.
Now, remember the Elan had the pretty purple that
Yeah.
went.
Because Mom talked about this in her live.
I did.
Yeah, when we first set them up.
And then that is the Olan kit that's left. And that would be very,
Very
very
pretty.
too.
Yeah, and this is a variegated. With the blue. Be really, really pretty. This is a really pretty. Not black. It's not black, but it's a dark blue for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's that.
Now, I've got to tell you that I learned something new on this sweater.
Oh yeah, she started to tell me about it, and I told her to save it for the podcast.
So I couldn't figure out, the color work comes on down a good ways. And I couldn't figure out how it said,
Yeah. So it comes way down.
it said to cast on your underarm stitches in pattern. And I'm thinking, geez, oh Pete, how in the world do you do that? When you've got 2 colors, you can do a long tail cast on
Yeah.
under the arm. Normally you do a backward thumb loop.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can do a long tail.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever color is in the back is the color that goes on the loop on your needle.
Doing it in pattern.
doing it in pattern. And I'm like, ta-da! You know, really. I was so impressed with myself that I figured that out. I know. It's
I wouldn't know. I don't.
It's the little things. And it worked out perfect. The pattern lined up.
So everything's in pattern.
Everything's in pattern.
Okay.
But I will tell you that going through reading it, that was a little
tricky.
Well, the pattern repeat is 26 stitches. And that's what you cast on underneath the arm. But you're not starting at the beginning. Clever, very clever, and it worked out perfect. So I was very pleased and happy with that.
So, is this different than color work you've done before, or is it pretty much the same?
No, it's pretty much the same. I just have never done anything where the color work
went continually under the arm.
Right. Nothing else I've done has been that way. Normally the color work stops before you, or right at when you split for the sleeves.
And then that just allows everything to line up the way it does in the sweater. All the way down the sleeves.
All the way down the sleeves.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
So.
Okay, well you're cruising right along. What size needle are you on?
3.
Yeah.
Twisted rib on a 2.
Stuff on 3s.
The twisted rib was on a 2.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we got to talk about Miss Lamont.
We got new Miss Lamont in this. I'll let you hold it up.
So
it's a super wash merino.
I have to say, I came in and I haven't seen this because I haven't been in the shop since it came in, and I looked at it on the table, and it's worsted. Is it a heavy worsted?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
198 yards.
Just a little less. But the construction on it looks different. I don't know why.
It's a loose ply.
Okay, so that's why.
But when you knit up with it, and I had a swatch.
It's really, 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 really pretty gold. Wild honey.
I had a swatch. It looks normal when you knit with it.
Sour cherry. It just looks like it's kind of almost like an Aran weight or something. But it's really pretty. It just looks different than your normal, well, than like my worsted.
Right.
You know, the normal worsteds. So I don't mean to be at a loss of words for it, but.
And her colors are absolutely gorgeous.
Now, did you have these stacked here because these are kits on the website for the vest?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you talk about that? Now, is this a knit along too? Or did you decide not to do a knit along?
Well, if everybody wants to do a knit along with it, we will.
Okay.
It's a really nice.
You don't have the name of this, Mom. I don't think it's on it. Can you guys
Vest
see
of
that?
Luck.
Vest of Luck. By
Santee Knits.
That'll be warm.
So
it's 2 colors.
it's 2 colors. I was gonna spell it for you. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
It's 2 colors. A 3 and 1. 3 main color, 1 of the contrast color takes you through a size 47. Add 1 more skein to it, and it takes you all the way through the largest size. Still with 1 skein of the contrast colors. Well, it won't come up for me.
This will be very subtle. Okay, well, I'll put it in the show notes down below. The key is...
It's Zante, Z-A-N-E-T-E.
E-T-E, Z-A-N-E-T-E. Again, I'll put it in the show
And
notes.
I had it down as Vest Your Luck, but it's Vest of Luck.
Okay.
And that's corrected.
Okay, so 3 skeins, 1 contrast color.
And 1 contrast.
So this one...
And in looking
Really
through
pretty.
all of the pictures that we looked through, the ones we liked the best were the ones that were kind of a low contrast, kind of like it
Yeah.
is here.
Yeah.
And that's how I put the kits together.
This one would be really pretty, but those are my colors, so I would say that. And then this one too. So lower contrast. So like this is low contrast in my opinion, where this would be high contrast, but still gorgeous.
But it makes the color work, just that's all you see.
Right, it just is too much of a pop.
Right.
Because there's a lot of color work in it.
Right.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah. So this was the option. And these are kits on the website too, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so hand me those 3 blue there that went with this one.
This is the one that we're doing a sample out of.
Oh, you are? So this is the one Carissa started?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's that. And then one more.
I really like this one. Of course, it's kind of my color, so. But I think that will be very subtle, but
You don't
striking.
think this is going to get lost? You don't think that one's going to get lost?
Not any more than,
Okay.
I don't. Because if you look at it on there,
Yeah,
it's almost lost, but not.
right.
And in this pattern, I do want to say that things to learn, she does some short rows on the shoulders. So it doesn't come right to here.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, it comes over the
Like
cap.
a cap. Like
yeah.
a cap a little bit.
Without it really being a sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
But reading through the pattern, I know you don't do that ahead of time, but I do. That's going to be fun. Different.
Because short rows are fun?
Well, it'll be fun to learn a new way to do it. Because
Okay.
trust me, this didn't look like it was going to be fun either, and it was easy,
Okay.
which is the way it usually is.
Well, that's the way it is with most things with knitting, right?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be hard and it's not.
No.
Real quick, would you want to talk about your KAL real quick, since we have kits of that up and somebody's
Yes.
sure to ask about it?
So it is the Ola Tundra KAL
By Unwind Knitwear,
by Unwind Knitwear.
and it's done in a tube.
It's done in the tube and Kitchener together.
Okay. And you used Black Elephant.
Yes. and
Carissa
that-
knit that one.
Yes.
We don't have that kit anymore, right? Those colors.
Of course
We
not.
sold the last one.
Yeah.
But we have other kits up.
We have other kits up, yeah.
Okay.
And it takes
Is it 2 skeins?
1 and 1,
Mm-hmm.
and Carissa did 1 less repeat, casted on 1 less repeat number of stitches,
Mm-hmm.
so that you could do it 1 and 1 instead of having to do it 2 and 1.
2 and 1.
And it would have just made this wider. But if anybody has any questions on that, I can, you could go to her Ravelry page and she's got all the notes.
Right. And she's CM Flame.
She is CM Flame.
CM Flame on Ravelry.
She is.
Okay. And then just real quick, if you guys are wondering what sweater I'm wearing, Mom knit this not too long ago. It was
No.
over the summer, right? Wasn't it?
It's the last sweater I did.
Yeah, because the other one is. Okay, so this is Finn by Natasha Hornsby, or Moonstruck Knits. So why don't you talk about this, Mom? I'll stand up and show.
So it's a bottom up, and the one I did 2 modifications. I held it's Bishi Boosh with mohair.
She did a split hem.
I did the split hem,
She asked me.
and I did the stems a different color.
Then how it's called for.
It's called to be just the same color as the sweater.
So
all of it.
is it called for just
2 colors.
2 colors?
I did it 3.
Okay, so you could do it 2 or 3.
Yeah, you could.
And then I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but can you see this
It's all cabled.
cabled in the top
And the back.
Yeah, and you held it with mohair.
I did. And that was the first sweater I've done with saddle shoulders.
And was that fun too?
That was not quite so fun because I had no idea where I was going with it.
But now you know.
But now I know, and it would make a whole lot more sense.
So I don't remember. Did you say which yarn you used for this already?
Bishi Bush.
Bishi Bush. And we're gonna put kits up for this too?
We are.
Okay.
I am not going to do it with the mohair though. The kits, I won't put mohair with it.
Okay.
If you want mohair, all you have to do is call me and we can pick out a color. But not everybody wants to do mohair. She did not design it in mohair.
Right.
Makes
the cables a little bit softer.
Makes the cables a little softer, and that is the darkest blue black, and it is much darker. I used a lighter mohair, a lighter blue mohair with it, and that's what gives it kind of life.
Okay. What are we getting in new?
We're still missing one box of Olan.
Right, we got a new shipment of Olan. If you guys didn't see Mom's live, she showed the wall, and we've got tons of pretty colors, but we're still missing one box.
Yes. I've got Lavender Lay, Pure and Simple, which is what Isabel Kramer used on one of her latest sweaters.
Okay.
It's coming in. They're supposed to ship it first of the week.
And then we're getting more Little Fox.
And we also are getting Little Fox's DK.
It's her special DK, right?
It is her special DK. I should know what it is. We should get that by the end of the month.
Okay.
And more of the Vixen, the merino silk.
Okay.
And I've got more Malabrigo coming. So we also have in the Cocoa Knits maker boards and all the accessories that go with that. We've sold a good many of those online.
Okay.
Right now I've got them in the craft color and the gray.
Okay, so right now you're working on your sweater.
I am.
And are you going to do the vest?
Carissa's doing the vest. I'm going to start the yoke of Tiff's new sweater when she releases it.
Okay.
In Little Fox DK.
The special DK?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about the knit along? Are you going to do the shawl?
I may not make a whole shawl with it.
Right.
But I'm going to start with everybody. And Carissa's going to join us on the knit along as well.
Okay.
So she can also tell
what she did, where, whatever,
right.
If there's questions. Okay.
Right.
So I just want to say something about the kits real quick. If there's a kit that you want, and it looks to be out, you can email Mom, because it may be a combination that I'm going to dye, that I'm redying. It may not be, but it might be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worth asking. So
I know we're low on tapestry red and DK.
But I'm going to dye that. I already know I need to dye that. So you're going to be knitting. I'm going to probably be dyeing yarn.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to try and podcast.
We're going to try and podcast. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how I hate editing this one.
Well, it sounds like I'll be doing Friday Lives for a while.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that Mom, and I know some of you guys aren't on Instagram, and I apologize if you're not, because, hey, Instagram takes up a huge chunk of your life. It can be an addiction for sure. So I respect that if you're not on Instagram. But if you are on Instagram, Mom typically, not always, because like you didn't do one this Friday because she knew we were going to podcast. She'll do a live somewhere between usually 11 and noon. And they're 10 minutes long. And
15.
Yeah.
15's usually max.
Yeah. She talks about what we've got new in the shop, what she's working on. So you can always catch those too.
So I guess I'll keep doing those for a while.
Because you don't want it to keep doing them forever?
Nothing like putting
It's
me
her
on the
favorite
spot.
thing to do. It's her favorite thing to do.
I have gotten better.
Yeah.
I laughed about that first one that I did that I was sideways. You had to look at it sideways.
Yeah.
I did that by myself. Nobody was here, so I had a hard time with that.
Yeah.
But I've gotten better. I still get sick at my stomach and, pace the floor.
I will say, as far as Omicron goes, you do still have to wear a mask in the shop.
Yes.
And we are open. We're open 12 to 5, Wednesday through Saturday. And on Sunday, we're open 12 to 4.
Right. We still are doing curbside, and we've been having people place orders online for
and
pickup.
And then you run it out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully this wave goes through, and by the next time we podcast, things are a lot different.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
Yeah. We'll be able to tell how much hair my hair's grown.
It's growing.
Maybe I won't look like a gypsy. Anyway.
Somebody asked, well, what color do you think an older woman, what color pink do you think they'd like? And I said, I'm the wrong one to ask for that.
Anyway, all right, guys, that's it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get this up, and everybody stay safe, stay well. Don't go running around on the ice.
And thank you for all your support.
Yep, thank you for your support, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.